Hello folks and welcome to the Movie Mad channel. It's James here and today we're going to talk about, sounds like a PSA, today we're going to talk about collecting on a budget. Now, I decided that I would go through everything I spent in April and try and reconstruct it as best I can on what I spent on movies. Now, I'm pretty sure I've constructed it pretty close, and I'm going to tell you exactly how much I spent on movies in April. We'll do that at the end. But we'll go through the things that I got, and then we'll discuss, when you're collecting and you've got a household and you've got a budget and things like that, sometimes you can go overboard. But I tend to try and limit myself to cheaper things. When I say cheaper things, I don't always, but what I'm trying to say is I try to limit myself so that my hobby doesn't affect the household budget in terms of, food, electricity, that type of stuff. I can spend a reasonable amount of funds on movies, and I want to show you what I got for my funds. So, first of all, sometimes you do little impulse purchases, and one of those was I seen Blue Roy Movies video, and Blue Roy Movies, we're great friends, and he got a Kevin Costner one, which was Horizon, the new film, and I thought that film was slow. It was wasn't great, but I'm hoping the second and third part of that are going to there's a lot of movies that the first part starts off slow, like the Fellowship of the Ring. No, Roy doesn't like that, but Harry Potter, I like Harry Potter, and that starts off slow and gets darker and darker, and as a whole, it works out great. And I was going to get the Horizon one, but I didn't get it because the UK version was £20 on Blu-ray, but Roy seemed to pick it up on Amazon on a slightly different release for, I think it was £8 or £9, and I had a look, and it was on Amazon, and it was being sold by Rare Waves. So I went on Rare Waves and I got it, and I think that's what this package is that I've got here. So let's open that first, and we'll just, because I could be talking a lot of nonsense. It could be the absolute wrong thing. So let's see if this is the. It is. It's Horizon. And I've got written down exactly how much I paid for that. Let me have a little look. It was £7.67 that I paid for Kevin Costner's Horizon. As you can see, I think this might be a region free release rather than the UK release that was £20. But yeah, and it's got not got the correct, I don't mean to say correct English for me, correct for me on the back, but I paid £7.67 for that, and that was £20 for the UK one. So delighted to get that one. So that's one of the things that I picked up, and I have totaled this all up. So I'll tell you what the total is at the end. So next on the list, I spent £5 at the retro shop that was in Dunbar. And do I have the things from the retro shop? Let me just have a look. Oh, for God's sake, James. See, when I was doing the thumbnail for this, what did I go and do? Drop them, as usual. And I can just see that I've burst one of my cases. Oh well. That isn't, where is it? Where's the ones that, right. So I got 6 from the retro shop, and I paid £1 each. So that was. What can I say? Right, I'll pick them up off the floor as I'm going. Yeah. So as I was saying, I went to the retro shop and I picked up 6 movies, £1 each. I picked up a Adam Sandler one, Don't Mess with the Zohan. I've not actually got that in this pile. I picked up Rescue Dawn from Christian Bale. I picked up two other ones, and these two here I picked up, which was Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Why I've only got one case here? Because I combined them to save space. So I've got Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels in the same one. And actually, I'll spin that round, so I'll do that like that. So I spent £6 on those. Right, let's hope I've not burst any more cases. Right. So what did I do after that? I've got my list here. I've also got a cup of tea. I think I'll have a wee relaxing sip before I continue, because I'm already panicking. I've burst the cases and my premium collection one down there. And a steelbook. Oh dear. Right, okay. So the retro shop was £6 cash. I've got a note down here of £5 cash. And I don't know what I bought for that, to be honest with you. Can't remember. It probably is those 10 Blu-rays where I got Hannah. This is, yeah, I think so. Right, so let's pick up we'll just go with what I'll pick it up from the floor as we go. Right, so this is the one I just burst the case on. Brilliant. I got this from in the Amazon sale, which is Natural Born Killers. And $3.99, I thought that was a good deal. I haven't watched it yet, but it's a good movie. I've seen it before. And you know what? My OCD is, or not my OCD, my thing is telling me I can't put that back like that when I broke it. So, and as I say, I've combined this one already with Champions, because I've got Woody Harrelson and Natural Born Killers and Woody Harrelson and Church. Coincidentally, I've got a nice 2-disc one down here. Is this a 2-discer? It is. Let's just change that now. So I could save money also by not dropping stuff. that would be a good start, wouldn't it? So Champions can go in there. Natural Born Killers can go in there. Let's get rid of this case. I've just burst. Oh, and then just jab my fingers in. And let's put that in there. So that was Natural Born Killers, and I paid $3.99 for that, which was a good deal. From the Amazon sale as well, I actually bought Blazing Saddles for $3.99, but I watched it and I didn't like it, and it traded for $6, so I immediately traded that in. I also got 2001: A Space Odyssey from the, I think that was $2.99. That was a $2.99 purchase, and my 2001: Space Odyssey had this little label on it, and it was annoying me. So I bought the one for $2.99, kept that one, and traded my one in with the dodgy cover, and got, I think it was £5 voucher back. So I fixed my case, and I got a couple of pound back by doing that. Oh, yeah. So there is the couple that I got from the £5 deal. I think it was 3 for £1 or something like that. And I bought something else. So yeah, this is England, and there's also Neds in here. And again, as you can see, I've combined them to save space. Right, what's next? Okay. Oh, so from some of the vouchers that I got, I bought a couple of things. I think I spent £22 of the vouchers in CX, and the first one I picked up, I know it says Gangs of New York on the front, but again, this is one I've combined Leo movies, and the one I actually got was this one, The Man in an Iron Mask, because that's out of print, and it sort of goes with this one. So I popped it in there, and I paid £10 in vouchers for that, but those vouchers had been obtained by trading these other ones in, so that was no real, I'm saying, no real cost. There is a cost, but not real money, shall we say. Right, next, again, there was another one I picked up from the Amazon sale, and this one was $4.99, but this is worth it. It's a great movie. Passenger 57 with Wesley Snipes. Oh, this is my steelbook that I just dropped. Hopefully it's okay. And I picked up this one from Zavvi for $6.99. It's Thor, Love and Thunder on 4K steelbook. And I thought for $6.99 delivered, that's a pretty good deal. So I took it. This was earlier in the month. What else we got down here? Oh yeah. This was another one of the ones I picked up with the vouchers, which was the Three Musketeers, which I've got halfway through, but I still haven't finished watching. Yeah. I then purchased another one from the Amazon sale, which was The Last Boy Scout. I'm just going to see how much I paid for that one. I paid $3.99 for that one. And that's been on my eBay wish list for ages. I think it was $7.99. So when it came up for $3.99, I definitely took it. And when I say the month of April, I go to the 28th to 28th because that's when I get paid. But that's there, and again I've combined that with A Perfect Stranger already. So what do we got next down here? We have my Premium Collection Shining, which I've just put a bash in, and Green Book. I picked these up off Vinted and I paid, I think it was £9. I put £9 in total, but it was probably a little bit less than that. But for the purpose of this, I picked up The Shining, Premium Collection, and I picked up Green Book. And again, I've already combined Green Book with another Viggo Mortensen film, The Dead Don't Hurt. Oh. Yeah. And I've burst this case too. Honestly, I'll replace it afterwards. And The Shining. Yeah. Number one tip for collection on a budget. Don't drop your stuff and break it. What else have we got down here? Oh yeah. Here is one I picked up in the CX from some of the vouchers. £6. It was X-Men Days of Future Past, the Rogue Cut. I really wanted the Rogue Cut because it's got 15 minutes of Rogue in it, which you don't have. I do want to combine that with my 3D version of this, but I've not got a 4 case yet, so I'll do that soon. I picked up Vanilla Sky in a charity shop for £2. Is this something on top of me? I don't know. There we go. Vanilla Sky for £2. And this was one of the ones that I got in the 3 for £1 deal at the charity shop. And lastly, for £3, we've got down here Shogun. That was £3 at the charity shop, and I thought Richard Chamberlain's just died. This will be. It's a good. Everybody says this is a good series. Have you seen it?
No, because I got Richard Chamberlain in it.
I know you didn't like
No.
Richard Chamberlain. I don't know why you didn't like Richard Chamberlain, but she doesn't like Richard Chamberlain for some reason. I think it's probably because he's been the Terror in Inferno and he's a bad guy.
Not to do with that. I hated him before that.
Why?
I don't know, I just don't like him.
So I'm sure Richard Chamberlain will be extremely upset about that.
I can't care.
I like him. I like him in The King Solomon's Mines, but I do have another few things on my list that I bought that I need to include. So I also spent £21 on Arrow Films because I went and bought 2 copies of Dinner in America. They were £9 each. With postage, it cost £21 in total, but I took those to CEX and I traded them for a £42 voucher. Also found an anime in the charity shop that I found for 50p and I traded for £4. And I think that is it. So the grand total of what I spent in April was £91.67, which I don't think for a month is a massive amount. It's less than £25 a week, and there's worse hobbies that you can spend money on than that. But it did get me thinking, if I was going to spend £100 a month, I could get myself 4 or 5 quality 4Ks. And that would be keeping my collection slim. But I've also got to bear in mind, I still have £50 of vouchers for doing all this. So I think that's pretty budget savvy doing it this way. And I have to say also, I did receive a gift in April, which was a really good gift. And I did take my Blu-ray of it into CX and got a couple of pounds for it because I was given a really nice gift, and that is the Demolition Man 4K. I'm so glad that wasn't in the pilot drop. So, what's your thoughts on collecting on a budget? Do you do it that way? Do you spend what you want? Do you even think about what you spend on movies? Something to consider. So, hope you've enjoyed this video, and it's a bit something different, and I'll see you next time on the Movie Mad channel. If you do have comments or thoughts on anything we've said today, that would be excellent to add in. And if you do like the video, and if you do want to subscribe, that would be also helpful. I seem to be going backward in subscriptions lately. Maybe I've reached my peak. I'll catch you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go and fix my cases now.